Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Committed Critics. I'm Ryan Davis.
And I'm Zachary Wright. We are Kevinless today.
Dun dun dun.
Oh no, what are we gonna do?
Well, I guess it's just gonna be you and me, so we get to argue with each other for a whole hour, and no one can stop us. We have no mediator.
No. We're just gonna kill each other. This is what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Just straight murder.
Over the airwaves, just straight murder. We're not even in the same room, but somehow one of us will die.
Somehow, some way, we will end up killing one another. But anyway, this episode is a random, but also I think a bonus episode to an episode that has not been filmed yet. We are eventually going to talk about Star Wars and how we rank Star Wars, the 9 Star Wars movies. Ryan and I decided we're going to go in and rank all of the Clone Wars characters. Not the 2003 2D animated one. No, we're doing the 3D, the 08 Cartoon Network season. Or series.
Yeah,
rather.
the one that Disney Plus decided to take over and say it's a Disney Plus original.
Oof. We love the mouse.
He takes over everything. He owns us all.
So, for the audio listeners, we will narrate where we're putting each character, and we will go through each character and give their names, and then we'll do them one by one, rank them, and then if you want to tune into the video version, you can actually see the tier list we are making, and copy along, follow along on the YouTube channel, leave your comments, and leave your rankings.
For clarification, we are ranking them in S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier.
Yes, and we are starting at the very left of our screens with Aayla Secura. Ryan, can you give us a little background of who Aayla Secura is?
So if you watched, for all of you who did not watch the series but are movie watchers, she was Twi'lek. She was the blue girl with the little head tails, if that gives you any description. If it helps, also in episode 3, she basically got full autoed during Order 66.
She gets gunned down mercilessly by her clone troopers in episode 3. Yes.
Which, in a funny little tidbit, apparently on the side, they said the clone trooper said they hope her death was painless as possible, which I find ironic considering,
They mowed her down and fired into her cold, dead corpse. Yeah.
I was like, geez, I think she's dead. I think she's dead.
I'm trying to remember her arcs in Clone Wars. I know she had one with Anakin and Ahsoka on the little, like, rabbit.
Lemurian planet?
Yeah, with the little raccoon people.
Yeah.
She was good in that episode, trying to teach Ahsoka to let go, but it's also like those traditional Jedi values that really are can be good, but are also like kind of bad.
Yeah, I think that was the only arc she was in. Like, I think anything else, and she was like, background Jedi.
Yeah, I don't remember her. I can't remember anything in particular besides that. Anyhow, let's just go off. Ryan, where do you think we put Aayla Secura?
Honestly, she's probably a D character. I mean, she only had one arc and she got full autoed at the end.
You know what? I didn't know where you were going to put her. I was going to say C tier, but D tier works for me.
Yeah, she didn't do much impressive things. She died a very painless death, apparently.
All right. So the next character is a little controversial one. Not okay, for me anyway. I'll have probably an unpopular opinion. Cad Bane. Ryan, what are your thoughts on Cad Bane? And explain who Cad Bane is.
Cad Bane is what Boba Fett should have been, in my opinion.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, because he takes control. Half the time, the Jedi can't beat him. He has several different arcs throughout the series, and where he pretty much almost ones up the Jedi. Like, there's a few times he gets caught. Yeah. But for the most part, he takes the control of the situation.
He's very ruthless. That being said, he annoys the hell out of me.
Why?
Anytime I have to watch an arc with Cad Bane, I'm like, oh, a bounty hunter, great. Like, bounty hunters just aren't my cup of tea. I know they're other people's cups of tea, but like Cad Bane was. I remember when I was a kid, I always be like, oh, we're doing this guy again. God dang it.
So what I'm hearing is you do not like the Star Wars Bounty Hunter video game.
Oh God, no! My mom and I hated that game when I was younger. I remember I got my tonsils out one time, and we rented that game, and we couldn't get past the first level. We're like, we don't understand this at all.
Yeah, I was the same way. Yeah, it does not help until you get to the jetpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cad Bane, I personally enjoy him but I understand why you don't.
I know like the general audience of Clone Wars would probably put him in an A tier, maybe even an S tier. I will say B tier.
B tier? That's fair. I mean, he did get beat a couple times. I can live with B tier.
Okay.
For Cad Bane.
I'll throw Cad Bane in B tier. All right. Number 3. Commander Cody.
This is Matt Edmire's one of his favorite clones. For some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, he's not as cool as Rex. I mean, I like Cody, but I mean, it's because he doesn't do anything after Revenge of the Sith. He just becomes a stormtrooper.
Yeah, Cody, for those of y'all who know, Cody was in Revenge of the Sith. He's the one who shoots down Obi-Wan. He's basically Obi-Wan's like clone guy.
What Rex is to Anakin Skywalker, Cody is to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
I'm just gonna, what do you think for Cody?
I mean, he's a stickler for the rules. I like that, but also like everyone likes to compare like, oh yeah, Rex doing Order 66 was like struggling, and Cody was immediately like blast him. Yeah, he's not as cool as Rex, but I give him like maybe A or B.
Let's go B. I would probably like Cad Bane better than Cody, but I can live with them being in the same tier.
Okay.
All right. Grandmaster Yoda. Let's here's what we're gonna make a rule on the fly really quick. Any character in here that lives on to the original saga, don't count that. Don't count any. So count their Clone Wars counterpart.
Are we counting their prequels at all?
I would say probably not. Just trying because here's the thing: Anakin Skywalker in the prequels can arguably be one of the worst characters. Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars can be also one of the greatest characters.
That's all. That is 100% fair. Okay, yeah, I can live with that.
So we gotta do what their Clone Wars counterpart is.
Let's see. Yoda does a lot.
He does a lot. The thing is, he doesn't learn anything by the end of it, though.
Yeah, he kind of he stays stagnant, especially in season 6 with that whole vision.
Wait, with Darth Bane vision.
Mm-hmm.
I love Yoda,
I'd give him an A because I can't justify giving him an S, but I can give him an A.
I'll give him an A. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Yoda. This hurts my heart.
My girl. Okay,
she has to be an S.
S tier, no question. We're putting Ahsoka Tano in S tier, no question.
She
Go ahead, Ryan.
She's the heart and soul. She's the heart and soul of Clone Wars.
She is a representation of every kid viewer of the Clone Wars. Like, you can see yourself in her. She learns from Anakin Skywalker, probably one of the most... You could argue it in the Clone Wars, the most Jedi-like Jedi, even though he has dark side tendencies. But she does the right thing, the good thing, whereas the Jedi tend to do the right thing, but isn't necessarily a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And you grow up with her.
Yeah, you grow up with her. When you see her by the end of the season, you're like, damn, this is heartbreaking for her.
Yeah, it's hard. And see, that's why I'm also happy I didn't watch Rebels as much. Because you kind of, get that spoiler of her. And you don't, I'm no, I don't want to, skip ahead. I want to see her at her finale.
I hope she's in the Bad Batch. I don't know if she will be, but I think it'd be cool.
She might make a guest appearance.
Yeah.
She's going to make a guest appearance in everything that they can.
I'm cool with that, though. I love Ahsoka. I know, I know she needs to, live in her continuity, but, man, I love Ahsoka.
Disney's going to milk her until it's over. And that sounds horribly awful, but...
God. Oh, God. All right, moving on. The man, the myth, the legend, Anakin Skywalker.
Clone Wars version.
Jordan calls him, I quote, fine. This man is fine.
Fine. I mean, that's fair.
He's not a bad-looking dude. Not a bad-looking dude at all.
Oh, Zach, you have competition.
I know, right? An animated character. Anakin, Clone Wars. My gut tells me A, but I feel like you want to put him in S tier.
Yeah, I'm very much an S tier. He's just very charismatic, and I like that he has more struggle with the dark side.
Yeah.
In this, but it's more subtle. Where it's you see moments where he's just he gets angry, where he wants to be aggressive.
Yeah.
And sometimes he does it heroic things, but it's clearly the dark side thing, where he saves an entire ship of people by killing a dude.
Right. Yeah. I'll put him in S tier for sure.
Yeah, I also like the image they use for him. That's where he's on what's the name of the planet? Mortis.
Is that Mortis right there?
Yeah, that's when he's having the whole vision of
Darth
his
Vader.
future.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Love
the Mortis
Bosk.
Arc. Honestly, I don't care.
I don't care about Bosk.
I don't care.
The dude he was a cameo in
Rebels,
in Empire Strikes Back, and Rebels, and he does more in the Battlefront 2 video game than he does in the entire series.
Oh man, he's awful in the Battlefront 2 game, but like unawful, it's like he's really good to play as. I'm putting Bosk in D tier personally.
I agree. I 100% agree. He's not that big of a character.
All right, spoilers for Clone Wars. If you didn't already know this, Darth Maul comes back, and he's the next character we are ranking. Ryan, where would you like to put Darth Maul? Give context to Darth Maul, because like people might not know his story.
All right, so if y'all remember the end episode 1, Darth Maul was the dude who busted out here with 2 lightsabers and a whole orchestra behind him, and everyone was kind of like, "Oh snap! There's a Sith Lord who looks scarier than Darth Vader," and then he got his legs chopped off and fell in a hole.
Yep.
But Clone Wars fans were like, "Yo, we want Maul back." And they love this story because they came out with books of him or something.
It's a comic book, I believe.
Yes. And so they were like, well, hell, we'll bring him back for the Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. And they brought him back, and they brought him back with a vengeance. He has still never beaten Obi-Wan. Well, okay. He tortured Obi-Wan emotionally.
Yeah.
Very much.
Scarred the man.
But he he just comes back, and he's just a terrifying character.
He's terrifying, but however, he never really wins.
He doesn't win, no. Like, he definitely never comes close to winning. And, I mean, he's the final villain of the series, technically.
Right, yeah, because he has to be, because Dooku lives on.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's interesting. They do carry him over into Rebels.
Yeah.
Where he becomes kind of a threat, but also kind of not.
I would say I put Maul in A tier.
Yeah, I was like, I was teetering on S and A, but then you mentioned like he doesn't really do much. I'm like, yeah, he didn't win a single fight.
I mean, he does a lot. Like he tortures Obi-Wan. He like basically kills his love interest, and then like he does a lot. Takes over Mandalore, the planet, but like he only does it because they allowed him to, like right or vice.
Yeah.
Who is this?
He beat.
Go ahead.
Who is that?
I have no idea who this is.
I can't even see who it is.
Let's just keep people we don't really know in this grid down here. Sound good?
Yeah, I'm like, I can't tell who that is. The image is too small for me right now on the computer. But...
Yeah. Okay, moving on. We're going to the daughter from the Mortise Arc.
Yes.
So for those who don't know, the daughter is the light side manifestation of the Force. She's in a 3-episode arc called the Mortise Arc. She sacrifices herself to save the father, and then her essence is transferred into Ahsoka, essentially.
Yep.
To save Ahsoka.
Which there's a theory that if you watch Rebels, and I think the finale of Clone Wars, there's a little bird that kind of like follows, that kind of like is seen wherever Ahsoka is at.
Yeah.
And that's theorized to be the kind of the daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd put her in C tier.
Yeah, she didn't do much, but she did, like, she is the manifestation of the Force.
Yeah, I just like that idea.
Yeah, which, that entire arc is really good, because it does explore the Jedi, like, not the Jedi and Sith in a sense, but more of the essence of the Force in general.
Right, yeah. All right.
And how they're supposed to be balanced.
Next one, Kit Fisto. Green tentacle alien who lasts the second longest against Emperor Palpatine in the third.
I'm sorry, that is a whole insult to his character. Like, they made him one of the best characters in this show. Even in the original 2003 show, like, he only has like one segment, and he's still like badass. Like, some people call him like the Aquaman of the Jedi.
He's really cool. I like him a lot. And his arc with his Padawan, the 2-episode arc, or no, not even arc. It was just
one episode.
Grievous's lair. Yeah, that was really good. I can give him B tier.
I give him B. Like, I'm still sad that they killed him off so, like, just no emotion.
Yes. Also, just if people don't understand tier list, S is the best, A is second best, B. So S is first place, A second, B is third, C is fourth, and D is last place.
Yeah, this is it's a weird concept. We don't argue it. All right.
R2D2.
Time for the god of Star Wars.
Put him right where he deserves at S tier. No questions.
Yes, he carried the entire Clone Wars. If Ahsoka's the main character, R2 is the person holding Ahsoka up.
Yes, correct. No questions, no comments, no concerns. Correct, Ryan?
Nope.
Cool.
Not at all.
Moving on. Padme Amidala.
I'd give her B because like she's good in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard that.
I was gonna give her A.
Oh, you're gonna give her A? Really?
Because
I'm surprised.
She has good arcs. She shows that she can be like she's a strong female leader. I mean, I can see her being in B tier, yeah, but I do think she reminds me of a lot of what Padme should have been in like the prequels.
That's fair.
So I mean, I think I want to give her the benefit of the doubt and put her in A tier. But also, she used the hell out of Clovis. Remember that?
Yeah, like she very much was. She's a little bit more manipulative in this show.
But that's awesome. That's really cool. I'll put her in A tier. Is that all right?
I'll give her A. I will say, thinking back on the one episode where she goes to her friend who's a separatist, like that's an interesting episode because you see, Padme who's so against the Separatist alliance and the destruction of the Republic, she's friends with one.
Right.
Still.
Yeah. All right, Asajj Ventress.
Okay, personally, I like Asajj. I wish they had used her more. After season 3, they kind of let her go.
Yeah, I like Asajj Ventress. I like her a lot. I like where she could have gone. They like where she goes back to the Night Sisters and like tries to assassinate Dooku. I wish they would have done more with that, like how they do in like her novel. I know there was supposed to be another arc with her, but they never got around to it.
I think they dropped her when they brought Maul back because they were like, well, let's focus on Maul. He's back. He's one of the big characters. So they kind of dropped the ball on her. And you kind of see her a little bit at the end of season 5 and then never again.
Where do you want to put Ventress?
I'd put her at A only because she could have been an S if they had done her character right.
Yeah, they finished her. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
They didn't do enough with her.
Chancellor Palpatine. Now.
Not Sidious, just Palpatine.
Is Sidious on this list?
I don't think so.
No. So I feel like we need to incorporate Sidious into this.
Do we? Okay. Well, if that's the case, then he will be much higher ranked than I was originally going to rank him.
Yeah.
Only because he demolished Maul and Savage.
Just that battle is probably the best lightsaber battles in this animated show.
Definitely. He can't. For those who need context, Maul and Savage, which is Maul's brother, basically took over Mandalore, and as you know, as many might know from the show or the movies, there can only be 2 Sith. So Sidious wasn't about to have this.
Yeah, he rolled up and just kicked their asses, really. I don't want to put him in S tier.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying A.
Okay, cool. I can agree with that.
Yeah, he's definitely not S tier. S tier is you need more for that.
I agree with that. Look at us agreeing. This is crazy.
I know. This is actually weird because I was expecting to have to fight for my life.
I know, right? All right, Luminara Unduli. I'll be honest. She doesn't deserve an explanation. She doesn't deserve anything. She made Barriss go to the dark side, essentially. I'll put her in D tier.
I agree with that. She just didn't do anything. Like, her, literally, to give context, her corpse is used to kill other Jedi.
Yeah, and Rebels. Yeah. She has nothing. Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba.
Are we counting the movie?
I guess so. Because it is technically the Clone Wars.
Because he gave us that ugly little effort. Rada.
Whoa. Rada is not ugly. Oh, Rada is... I'll give it this. Rada, him and Baby Yoda could be friends.
If my child was Baby Yoda and he wanted to go play with Rada, I don't know if I let that happen.
Jesus. Okay, so for context, Zach hates Hutts. Calm down there, Anakin.
He was disgusting. You can't tell me otherwise. Okay, never mind. He wasn't that bad.
He just burped a lot.
Where do you want to put Jabba? I don't really have a horse in this race.
I don't care about Jabba. No one cares about Jabba. He did more in the movies. He has slave Leia. He scared Han Solo.
I'm throwing Jabba.
In the Clone Wars.
I'm putting him in D tier.
Yeah, that's fair. That's 100% fair.
Count Dooku. I'll be honest. I can't remember a cool thing this man did in the show. The movie, he was like the mastermind. Yeah. But like in the show, I can't remember him being having like a moment with like, wow, Dooku really fleshed out, you know?
Literally the only moment I can remember in the show with Dooku is the whole Pirates arc.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Like, I can't remember anything else significant. Like, they treat him as the mastermind, but he just doesn't do much in the show other than the Pirates arc and getting rid of Ventress.
I mean, I can put him in the C tier because he is Ventress's antagonist, kind of, and Anakin's. Yeah. I'll put him in C tier.
Yeah, he's not perfect.
Next is a Jedi, Eth Koth. Is that correct?
Yeah, Eth Koth.
Does he? I don't remember him being in the show.
He has one arc where Grievous captures him for no apparent reason, and they have to
go to
fight on a ship to save him. And I mean, he just basically gets his ass kicked by Grievous.
Which is the one where they have to go like freeze himself in carbonite?
That's when they have to save even PL.
Thank you.
Who's a little midget-looking dude with the one eye. I don't even think he's on this list.
He's not on this list. Where do you want to put Eth Koth?
D.
Cool.
He's not big.
You know more than I do. All right. Next is another Force being, the Father. Essentially, the Force reincarnation of the Chosen One. He can control the daughter and the son, and is the balance between the Force.
Yep.
Ryan, where would you like to put the Father?
I enjoyed his discussion with Anakin because his whole thing was he wanted Anakin to replace him.
Yeah.
Because he, like you said, he's the balance of the Force.
Right.
He didn't do as much, but I would still give him a decent. I'd say either B or A.
Oh, you're putting that high? I was gonna put him with the daughter.
I'll put him with the daughter. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, because
that's honestly fair.
They're only there for one arc. I'll put him ahead of the daughter, just because. Yeah.
We might argue on the son then. We might argue on him.
The son, I can see maybe going. We can go up, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Next, Hondo. What's his last name?
Onaka.
What are your thoughts on Hondo?
They did him better in Clone Wars than they did in Rebels. Jeez. They changed his whole character design. He looks ugly.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I like Hondo.
But I like Hondo. He kind of one up Jedi a couple times because they were just very much like stumbling over themselves. Like, how are we getting beaten by a pirate?
Honestly, I kind of like how like there's one good thing Disney did with all their like monopolistic capitalism ventures with Star Wars. Mm-hmm. I like how they added him to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland parks or Disney World parks.
Yeah,
that was cool. Seeing that animatronic was very cool. But of course, not Clone Wars, can't really count it. But I like Hondo.
He's a very like charismatic character. He's played as a villain, but he's so fun with it that you just don't hate him.
You know who he is?
Yeah,
he's Jack Sparrow in Star Wars.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I'll give him B tier.
I'll give him B tier too. Yeah, he's definitely a fun character. I like to be friends with him.
Me too. All right, next one, another Jedi. This is the two-horned guy that gets his ass kicked by Palpatine in the third movie, right?
Yep, Sassy 10. He gets one shot at very easily. What we learn from him is if somebody's spinning at you, you're gonna lose.
You should throw him in D tier. I don't think he had anything significant in the
Nope,
show.
He did not.
Okay.
I think he flew a plane once and then died.
Agreed. All right.
Who's next? I can't
That's
see.
Savage Opress.
Okay. Yeah, Savage. That's Maul's brother, but he's a little bit more intense.
A little more intense, but not as powerful as Maul.
Yes. He has good fights, but yeah.
Does he get a double blade lightsaber too?
Yeah, he has a double blade because Maul switches to like a single blade.
That's right, yeah.
And then he goes back to the double blade for the season 7 finale and then in Rebels.
Right.
But
All right.
Yeah, Savage has the double.
I like Savage. He was an intimidating villain. He killed a Jedi with just his horns for shit's sake.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
I give him either A or B, because I will say he did kind of go out, kind of like his death was kind of sad, but it's understandable how he died.
He just died by Sidious, right?
Yeah, Sidious had that fight in the bag.
Yeah, I'll put him next to Maul.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
put him with his brother.
I can live with that. Yeah. All right. Next, is that Aura Singh?
Yep.
I don't really care for Aura Singh.
I don't either. That one episode where she's hunting Padme, I was bored.
Yeah.
She tries to convince Boba to do stuff, and Boba's like, "But why?"
Yeah.
She's very much boring.
She's a bounty hunter for audience. D tier.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Cad Bane, Jedi.
All right. The man who cares about Wookiees.
He does care about Wookiees. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
He's a meme, everyone.
I don't really have a horse in the race. I know he was going to be Anakin's master if Obi-Wan died at some point.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give him this. I only want to put him in C tier for one reason only, and that's because he said, "Screw the Geonosians, burn them."
Jesus.
He's like, I love the memes they have, like, oh, Jedi are supposed to be keepers of the peace or whatever, and then there's Kiadi Mundi who's like, bringing the flamethrowers.
Right, yeah, but like that's genocide. I don't know if we can. I mean, I don't think we can put a Jedi who wants to do genocide in C tier, right?
He was a very charismatic dude. Like at the end of the episode, they're like, "Hey, like Anakin and Ahsoka are playing a little game to see how many droids they kill," and Kiadi Mundi just comes in like, "Oh, by the way, I won."
Yeah, that's true. That was cute, but I don't know. Okay, fine. I'll put him in C tier for you.
Flamethrowers, man. Flamethrowers.
I don't agree, but all right.
Oh, if we finally disagree on something.
Next, General Grievous.
I'll
be honest. They went out. Actually, no. You start. Sorry.
I was gonna say they went out of their way to make sure like his character in Episode 3 matched the character in Clone Wars, like how Anakin and Grievous never meet. Mm-hmm. Like, and he was definitely terrifying in his lair episode.
He was terrifying in his lair episode, but however, I need to stress this immensely. He gets beat by Gungans.
That is true. That is very true. What season was that? Was that
4? I don't know.
4? Nah, yeah, he does get beat by Gungans.
I can only put him in B tier.
I'll give you that one.
Okay.
It's Grievous.
Mother Talzin, Asajj Ventress's witch doctor mother from the Night Sisters on Dathomir.
Yeah.
You can see a Night Sister in Jedi Fallen Order, the video game. She's former
very
leader.
culty.
Very culty. Very like dark side magic kind of. It's not the Force. Yeah. It's more magic, but I guess it's probably through the Force. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm thinking C tier.
Yeah, I don't.
Only she doesn't do much. She fights Mace Windu at one point, or like a ghost does. I don't even remember. I don't barely remember that episode.
Yeah, I agree. I can put her in C tier.
Yeah.
All right. The man, the myth, the legend.
The second myth.
The second myth.
Second one.
Sorry. The second one. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He has to go to S tier.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no question.
I was like, you can't not put him in S tier. He can't. Oh god.
All right, we're getting close to our end of time. We're almost at, I think, how much time we got left?
We're almost done with. I think we got about 10 minutes.
We got probably about
10, 12 minutes.
Let's try and speed around these next ones. Sound good?
All right. Yep.
This motherfucker.
Pong Krell. Okay, I have to put him only in S because he was a terrifying villain, but he was just devastating. Like, he's the first villain in this show that I like genuinely like hate with all my soul.
Yeah, he's a really good villain. However, I can't. I can put him in S tier, sure.
He's very. He broke a lot of the characters or he broke a lot of the clones.
Here's the thing: if Pong we need to go back. If Pong Krell goes in S tier, so does Maul.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. just because I like Maul more. I like Pong, and
That's fair.
okay.
All right, so we each edited some things. Cool.
Moving on. Pre-Vizsla. Now, this guy is just a whiny little bitch.
That is understatement.
Like, personally, he's just a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, he very much gets very angsty, and he really wants to take over Mandalore, but he cries about it the entire time.
He's voiced by Jon Favreau.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, Happy Hogan.
Oh wow. Okay. So Happy is a Mandalorian. That's interesting.
Yeah. Where do you think he goes?
I think he's either a C or a B. I'm saying C. Because he.
Yeah, I agree with you on C. Just because I won't put him in the he does nothing tier, which is D basically. But
yeah.
he is a villain. He challenges like Duchess Satine. Yeah, I can give you that one.
He stood for the old ways of Mandalore, but honestly, the Mandalorian does a better job of doing the old ways of Mandalore.
Yep.
He didn't say this is the way.
All right, Captain Rex.
My man.
S tier.
I S tier. He's the only clone who hesitated.
Yeah, he did. He was the only one who hesitated.
Yeah, he did not want to kill Ahsoka.
Loyal to the end. He helps Ahsoka get out once their chip's out. His chip is out. Great.
Came up with the best excuse for not killing a Jedi.
Yeah. Who's this guy down here in the next one?
I cannot even tell.
I know. Yeah. D tier.
What is it? I don't know who that is. It looks like the dude from It looks like the dude from the Mandalore, but no, it can't be him because he didn't do enough.
I can't think of. We just won't rank
him. Not Clovis.
It's not Clovis. It's the other one that's annoying. Whatever. We'll move on.
Yeah. Move on.
Mace Windu.
He's a brother, but I can't. Oh man.
C tier at most.
Yeah, he's just very angsty in this show, especially.
Citizen. You know what, Mace Windu? You go take that purple lightsaber and stick it where the sun don't shine.
That's why he cries like a little bitch when he gets his hand cut off.
Yeah, C tier.
I was like, he very much just was so mean in this show for no reason.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. C-3PO.
3PO? Okay, because he's a classic Star Wars character, I can't put him in D. But he doesn't do much in this series because it's mostly a war series.
He does help out Padme in episodes.
That's true.
And Jar Jar, but we won't talk about that.
He does have jokey episodes. Maybe a B.
I'll give him a B. Yeah, B tier sounds good.
Yeah. All right, the Sun.
The Sun. The last, I guess, force entity of the dark side from the Mortise Arc. I like the Sun a lot.
I do too.
He's a good villain. He's voiced by Sam Witwer, who is the voice of the Apprentice from the Force Unleashed series.
Okay.
I'll put him in A or B.
I'd say A, because he actually did for a second almost bring about Darth Vader early.
Yeah, that's true. Moving on. I don't know who this chick with a dagger is.
She was in that one episode with all the bounty hunter dudes who, like, they basically do Seven Samurai for that village. For those who don't know the story of Seven Samurai, think the Magnificent Seven, if you are American. But, yeah, it's basically the whole, defend the village from the people who have superior weaponry with your sticks. She was one of the bounty hunters who helped out there. And yeah, she doesn't do much. That's about it. She has a cameo saving Ahsoka and the Wookiees on the Trandoshan planet.
I'm just gonna leave her here because I don't know. I can't rank her just because I don't know who she is. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Last character, Baby Fett.
Young Boba Fett.
I mean Boba Fett, not Baby Fett.
He does more than his movie counterpart.
He's just a whiny little brat, though.
I give him C. Put him with Mace Windu. Put him with his father's killer.
All right, I'll put him. Yeah, that'll make his skin crawl.
It's like, look, you're next to the guy who killed your dad, and you still can't kill him.
All right. So we have our rankings in the unlisted category. The 3 unknown characters that Ryan and I really have no idea who they are.
They're just dead Clone Wars characters. We don't know.
In D tier, we have, which is the lowest, we have Aayla Secura, Bosk, Luminara Unduli, Jabba the Hutt, Eve Koth, Sass Tin, thank you.
Alien names, man.
And Aura Singh. C tier, the father, the daughter, Count Dooku, Kiade Mundi, Mother Talzin, Pre Vizsla, Mace Windu, Boba Fett. B tier, Cad Bane, General Grievous, Hondo Ohnaka, Commander Cody, Kit Fisto, and C-3PO. A tier, Master Yoda, Savage Opress, Padme Amidala, Asajj Ventress, Emperor Palpatine / Chancellor Palpatine, same person, whatever. And the Sun. In S tier, we have, going from worst to best, in my opinion, Pong Krell, Darth Maul, Obi-Wan Kenobi, R2-D2, Anakin Skywalker, Captain Rex, and Ahsoka Tano.
I can agree with that. I'm surprised he put R2 over Obi-Wan, though. I'm a little bit surprised on that one.
I love R2-D2. R2-D2, I love Obi-Wan. That's fair. R2-D2 can't really beat, honestly.
That's fair. That is fair. I'll give you that one.
Alrighty. Well, we did it, Ryan. We did it. We didn't argue.
We did not kill each other.
Woo! Look at us. Look at us, my dude.
We need to put this down in the records.
I know.
And we can do this. Okay, so when
the tone is gonna be really different if this comes out after the Star Wars movie ranking.
Yeah. We're gonna be like, me, Zach, one of us died. Kevin wasn't there Kevin tried to mediate, but
it just didn't work. Alrighty, well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining us. Ryan, you want to take us out?
Yep, thank you for joining us. This has been Committed Critics with Ryan Davis and Zach Wright. We will miss Kevin. Hopefully he'll be back next time. Please follow us on Spotify, YouTube. We also have a Patreon. Link to that is on our Instagram, and we also have a Twitter. All these are at Committed Critics or Committed Crits. Thank you again for joining us, and I guess we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time, guys. See ya.